and welcome to our Bruin Bound Summer info presentation. My name is Sydney, and I'm one of the undergraduate admissions counselors here at George Fox, and I'm joined here today by some of our other admissions counselors.
I'm Lauren, and I am also admissions counselor here on the team.
And I'm Keenan. I'm also an admissions counselor here on the team.
Awesome. So this presentation is designed to be an overview of the Bruin Bound Summer, as well as provide you with some helpful resources. So if you are a student or a parent of a student that has committed to George Fox for the fall of 2020, you are in the right place. Bruin Bound Summer is going to give you all the tools that you need in order to start your journey at George Fox this fall. So we're going to help you navigate through each checkpoint, and you'll see here on the screen our downloadable checklist that you can pull up, print it out, stick it on your fridge, put it on your desk, and that'll help you stay on track with Bruin Bound Summer. We're also going to go over all the details of each checkpoint regarding class registration, housing, ID cards, and all the other fun stuff that you need to be prepared. So there's going to be a lot of info, a lot of important things here, so just take it slow. And if you ever have any questions, you can always check in with your admissions counselor, and then make sure to read each section and the details that are on that. So first off, if you are committed to George Fox for this fall, then you already have step one done. Check it off. You've paid your enrollment deposit. You've committed to George Fox for this fall. If you're on this presentation and you have been accepted to George Fox, but you haven't paid your enrollment deposit yet, and you'd really love to be there, we would love to help take care of that for you. Just connect with your admissions counselor, and we'd be happy to help. That way you can move forward with the next stop on our Bruin Bound Summer journey. Our next stop is number 2, and Keenan's going to be talking to you more about what the housing and meal plan options look like.
Awesome. Thanks, Sydney. Great news, guys. We got some cool things coming up for you this summer. Your housing and meal plan intent. Now, I know you're all wondering, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I've got no idea which housing place I'm going to live in. I don't know how many meals I want to eat a week. What do I do? Well, great news. We got portals for you. We've got pages for you. It's all here. So first thing you're going to want to do is actually come straight here, and you're going to just click on this link for the housing and meal plan intent form. That's going to bring you right to your MyGFU account, and it's going to look a little bit like this. You're going to pop onto this page, and what you're going to want to do is navigate down to the bottom right-hand corner, Student Resources, and it's going to throw you right over here to Housing and Meal Plan Intent. Just give that a click. It'll pop you over into your housing portal, and you'll fill out the necessary information there. All right. Next thing you're going to want to look at too is just to kind of think about your different housing options. Go check out our residence hall pages. You can look at any residence hall, whether you be a freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior coming in, and you can see what's going to best fit your needs. A lot of people like the suites. Some like Brant Hall, and that's totally up to you. But I encourage you, click on it, check it out. You'll see a whole video on it. You'll also see some 360 videos that you can kind of click around and check them out. So just some really cool options. Go check out the lobby. Woo! All right, guys. Well, that's about it for housing and meal plan of intent. Go do it, get it done, because that's going to pop you over to step number 3, and Lauren's going to take it from here.
Sweet. Housing, so exciting. Next really exciting part is registering for classes. This is the thing that really makes you a George Fox student. So a couple of things to keep in mind when we talk about registering for classes. You're going to want to make sure to check your email. You'll be receiving a class registration form that will give you the ability to let us know what your preferences are, if you're bringing in any other credit, whether that be through an AP or IB exam, or maybe that's your community college or dual enrollment classes. That will be the place for you to let us know kind of all of your plans and preferences for your class schedule this fall. All students must register for classes by July 17th. So the sooner you submit that form, the better. Once we receive that form, your CAP coach will actually be the one, and academic advisors will be the one to build out the perfect schedule for you based off of your preferences. Then once that's built out, they will send you an email that will let you know your schedule has been completed, and let's have a class confirmation appointment. At that time, you'll be able to review your schedule together. And this is also a really great time to bring up any questions that you might have about coming to Fox in the fall. It's important to note that we'll need your official test scores and official transcripts if you are bringing in college credit from somewhere else before we can start actually building your schedule. Something that's also important to know is that no matter when you register for your classes, as long as it's before July 17th, you'll never be in a position where you can't get the classes you need. If you're joining us a little bit later this summer, and maybe it's after that July deadline, still don't worry about it. We will definitely put you in a position to have a great schedule and have you completing all of your class requirements on time. Another thing just for you to kind of think about as well is if you're curious about what your major might look like or anything about what your program might be or what to expect, I encourage you to check out the majors and minors page on the George Fox website and kind of give that a look over to start getting excited about what your journey in academics will be like at Fox. And now Sydney is going to share some important information about your email and my George Fox to-do list.
Yay, thanks, Lauren. So once you're done with step 3 and you're registered for all of your classes, you are officially a George Fox student. Yay, congrats. What that looks like is we are going to be communicating with you through your George Fox email account. So you're an official George Fox student now, so any office on campus, whether it be admissions or housing, financial aid, student accounts, they're going to be communicating with you through your George Fox email. So if you haven't set that up yet, it's showing on the screen how to go about doing that. You'll want to log in to your My George Fox account. If you don't know how to get into that or you forgot your username, connect with your admissions counselor and we can get that set up for you. And then once you're logged in to your My George Fox account, you're just going to click on that Manage Account tile. And then on the left-hand side, you'll click Email Management. And that will show you your email and how to get that all set up. So make sure to be checking that now and then all the way throughout the summer because you'll be getting some important communications sent there. The other thing I want you to be aware of on your My George Fox account is if you're on that homepage again, and if you click on the tasks tile, that's where a to-do list will show up. So different offices will be posting to that if there's documentation that they need you to submit or if you need to pay your bill, different things like that. So make sure to be checking that occasionally. Just make sure you're staying on track and getting those to-dos done. Next thing I want to talk about is your ID card. So going down to step 5 is your student ID card. This card is really, really important to you. It is also one of my favorite parts about being a college student is you got this really cool ID card with your face on it. And your ID card is what gives you access to a bunch of different buildings on campus. It's what your meal plan will be on. So that gets you into the dining hall, all that fun stuff. So you will be getting some more information about this later. So after you've registered for classes, you'll get an email with a form attached that just has some more information on how to go about getting your ID card set up. You'll get to send us a picture, your academic info, and then our IT department will get that all set up for you guys. We'll get that out into the mail and on your doorstep before you arrive in the fall. Next, we're going to be talking about finances. So scrolling down to step 6, Keenan is going to hook you guys up with that info.
Sweet, guys. Welcome back to my portion of the video. So figuring out finances. This is an awesome next big step because we've got two great departments that you get to work with, financial aid and student accounts. Both have great resources linked on their pages and are also willing to jump on a phone call anytime to talk through numerous different subjects. But one thing I want to point out while we're here is if you go to your My GFU page, I know we've referenced this a couple times, so get familiar with it. If you go here, there's this pretty little financial aid section. Click on that. It's going to pop up a couple different things that you're going to want to do. It's going to show you a summary. It's going to show you the rewards you can accept and decline. And then it's also going to have your outside aid, which you need to report if you've got anything coming in. This is really important because as the fall semester approaches, you really want to have everything kind of set up so that as you start moving from financial aid into student accounts, you can start to set up those payment plans and get everything situated before that start date happens. So contact these departments. They're great resources and they're willing and ready to help you. Awesome.
Okay, good stuff. I think now we're going to talk a little bit about applying for jobs and parking.
Oh yeah, that's me too. Great. Hey guys, okay. So you also get to do jobs and parking. So one thing about parking, we have this Parking 101 page, and it's really a great resource because it's really going to tell you about all the parking policies that we have, and it's going to let you know a little bit about the different kinds of resources that we have on campus. Say you don't want to bring a car on campus. We've got some really cool things that you can use. You can either go to Bruin Boards and see about sharing some rides, or check out an enterprise car. But if you're going to bring your vehicle to campus, fill out the vehicle registration form and get your parking permit. This is going to be opening up this summer around July, so keep your eyes peeled from an email from us with some more info on that. And then, in other news, for jobs and student employment, the best page to come look at is going to be the student employment page. This is going to tell you all about the options that we have on campus and all the different departments that you can work in. One thing to note is that for any jobs on campus, students can work a maximum of about 10 hours per week during the academic year, and the work hours differ for each job. So make sure, as you're coming in and looking at these jobs, that it's something that you can fit into your schedule, and it's something that you can put time towards. Awesome, guys. Well, those are some great opportunities, and I definitely encourage you to go check out those pages. One thing also, our Idea Center is going to be sending out some more details on Handshake, where you'll view the jobs, and that'll be coming in an email soon, and should be another webinar that you can check out. So look out for that.
Okay. Well, thanks, Keenan. Moving on to step 8, we want you to connect with your George Fox community. George Fox isn't just another school, but this is going to be your new family. This is hopefully going to be another place that you get to call home. I know George Fox and the people there have such a special place in my heart, and I really hope that you will experience that same thing. So how do you start getting connected with George Fox? Hopefully you've been in communication with your admissions counselor. We're going to get you set up with your academic advisor, your financial aid counselors, your student account specialist. You have all these awesome people that are there to help you. You're not going to college and out there to fend for yourself. There are tons of people here that are willing and ready and that want to help you. So throughout this summer, there's going to be a handful of different ways that you're going to be able to connect with the George Fox community before you arrive in the fall. So for some of you that may have questions about a specific major or a certain department, you're like, oh, I want to learn more about that. There's going to be some virtual like Q&A, panel sessions, get to know you times that we'll be sending out more info about later. But each academic department will have that. So you'll get emails of different ways of how to connect with professors and current students and prospective students that you'll all be with in the fall. And then another way I would really encourage you to get connected with the George Fox community is also through social media. Connect with us. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter. There's lots of just fun things happening, lots of different ways to meet incoming students and your future classmates, future roommates, all those fun people that you're going to get to meet once you're here. So I'd encourage you, follow us on social media, get connected, start friending some other future Bruins. And then once you get there in the fall, you're going to see a bunch of familiar faces.
Love that. Okay, sweet. Thanks, Sydney. So kind of rounding out your Bruin Bound summer journey, the last kind of 2 pieces to look at. Parents, make sure that you are checking your checklist. So we have created some helpful steps for parents to take as well that are listed at the bottom of the Bruin Bound Summer webpage. Throughout the summer, we'll also be sending out information for parent info sessions, so be on the lookout for that information as well. Parents will also want to make sure that you're checking out the stops on the Bruin Bound Summer Financial Aid website and the Office of Student Accounts Bruin Bound Summer website. Both of these have important deadlines regarding if you might be applying for loans, when billing will start, when you should be reporting all of your financial aid by, and information to do with both of those really important things. So it's a good idea to start marking your calendar of those things right now and getting prepared for those steps for the fall so they don't creep up on you. The last step on the Bruin Bound Summer page says you're almost there. So towards the end of the summer, you are going to have completed your Bruin Bound journey. You're going to have checked off all those boxes. to prepare yourself to be on campus. And there's a couple of things to be thinking about too. So in August, most of your professors will have solidified what textbooks they want you to be studying with for that semester. You can click on the Buy Textbooks link on the Bruin Bound Summer page, and that will take you to the bookstore. There's an option for you to find your course materials by your class schedule and course number. So that will show you which textbooks are required. You can select to rent textbooks. There's a lot of different options. You can choose to buy new, buy old, rent. Maybe you can borrow from a friend. So those are some things to just be considering. It's totally up to you, but those materials likely are announced more towards the end of the summer before classes get started. You can also decide if you want your textbooks to be shipped to your house to bring to campus, or shipped to campus for you to pick up when you get here. So just some things to start planting the seed to get prepared for in the fall as well. Continue to check your email like Sydney had mentioned earlier. You can start looking at buying some awesome George Fox gear on the Bruin Bookstore website. There's sales typically going on throughout the summer as well. Start looking at different supplies that you'll need, and then we will be welcoming you onto campus before you know it. For some students that are wondering about what kind of IT technology they might need while being on campus as a student, you can check out the IT webpage, and that has information regarding recommended technology to have before coming onto campus.
Awesome. Thanks, Lauren. That is it. Step 10, and you have completed Bruin Bound Summer, and then that will lead you right up to the fall. We'll be able to welcome you to campus. We'll all be there together. I'm just super, super stoked to see you all together and just welcome you to the Bruin family. But I hope this information was helpful. Make sure to just stay on track with Bruin Bound Summer. Go on this website, check off on the checklist, put that on your fridge, on your desk, just to have those goals in mind. Continue to be checking your email because more and more important information will be being sent there. And then, of course, if you have any additional questions, we are more than happy to help. Connect with your admissions counselor, or you can connect to our main admissions line and we'll be able to help you that way. You can email us at admissions@georgefox.edu, or you can give us a call at 503-554-2240. Again, we're all super excited to welcome you to the Bruin family this fall. My name's Sydney.
I'm Lauren.
And I'm Keenan.
And go Bruins!
Go Bruins!